with Spartan Wars, Nathan Dixon. Nathan, good to see you again, man.
Yeah, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. It's good to get on.
How you doing? You good? You ready for Christmas? And
yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, all set for Christmas now. So yeah,
all the family. Well, I'm really excited. It's been a long time coming, mate. This podcast, in terms of being able to get it together, but I'm really looking forward to learning more about yourself and your journey, mate, and how it came about, brought you into bare knuckle. I know you're a family man as well, so what we do, Nath, we take it right back to the early days, mate, and sort of where growing up was, family and home life, really, from being a nipper.
Yeah, I had a good bringing up. Mum and stepdad good to me, giving me everything I wanted and that. So I can't complain about me bringing up. I was brought up on a rough estate, Grindthorpe in Barnsley. Don't know if you've heard of it. So a lot of fighting growing up as a young lad, going out on a weekend fighting, just street fighting and being a little idiot, to be honest with you. And I moved away from Barnsley when I was about 14, 15. I moved back to Wakefield, left my mum and dad over there and went fending for myself, started working on that. I just got into boxing age about 25 or something like that. Did a couple of ABA boxing, and that's where I got. No, to tell a lie, I actually first did ultra white collar boxing for charity for cancer research for my granny. And I enjoyed it, so I thought, I'll stick at that. And that's when I moved on to ABA boxing. That's how I got into boxing, to be honest with
you. So Yorkshire roots as well, then, mate, in terms of where life is and everything else. Have you got any? You got come from a big family, like many siblings, or?
Yeah, I've got. There's 5 of us all together, 3 brothers and 1 sister. That's just on my mum's side. And on my real daddy's got another brother, about 5, 6 kids scattered here everywhere. So quite a lot of siblings, to be honest with you. Yeah.
And was it so? In terms of for you growing up, then obviously you say you were Barnsley, and then took it back to Wakefield as well, was it? You saying?
Yeah, back to Wakefield, yeah, and that's where I am now, yeah.
And yourself, mate, as well, growing up, and then now. I know you're a big family man. You've got, family's really important to you, and we'll talk about the 2 families because obviously there's your blood, and then there's the Spartan family as well, which we'll get into as well, mate.
Yeah.
So in terms of yourself, then, Nath, so obviously you'd done some charity with the white collar.
Yeah.
Was that when you first sort of thought, yeah, this is something that I want to start taking more seriously and get into?
Yeah. When I did it, I enjoyed it. I got matched up against a kid who was nearly 2 stone heavier than me. All my family knew him and stuff from down Wakefield, and were like, "Oh, you need to pull out. He's a big hitty. He'll beat you. He's going to hurt you. He's going to do this. Just watch when I get in there. So I'm going to show you." And I went in and I made a fool of him. I bet him all 3 rounds, to be honest. And I couldn't do that with people bigger than me. What I'm going to be able to do with people my own weight. If I go getting matched up against people my own weight, then so I thought, I'll have a go. It's like.
And when did it go then from sort of that where you'd done your white collar, you'd done the gloved event for charity, to then thinking, actually, no, bare knuckles the way that I want to be, seeing myself?
Yeah, well, I was doing ABA and then lockdown come. I was going to have a big fight coming up in ABA, and then lockdown come, so the fight got cancelled. And that were going to take me up into ABA, take me up the upper level into ABA and get me into championships and stuff. And then with lockdown coming, I thought, obviously, I seen Spartan, and my cousin says, "Oh, I'm doing bare knuckle." I'm like, "All right." I says, "Who for?" He says, "Spartan." He showed it me. I'm like, "Looks all right." I said, "Get me a ticket. I'll come watch you." And he never got a ticket. I never got a ticket off him. Like, "What's happening?" He said, "How come?" He said, "How come you've not got me this ticket?" He's like, "Oh, they can't match me up. They can't match me up." I says, "Watch." I said, "I'll show you how to get matched up." I went onto Spartan page and I put up. Says, "Watch." says, watch when I get it. I said, I'll show you. And Christian got me matched up. I had a good few, about 6-7 opponents pull out on me. Ended up getting matched up. First show, it got raided by police in Newcastle, so it never went ahead during lockdown. It wasn't Christian running that show, but that were Pandemic Promotions. That were somewhat under radar, like that. Yeah, that were a Pandemic Promotion or that one. And yeah, that got raided, and then we got matched up again for, I think it was first Fight Fest we ever had in Field. I got matched up against Stephen Campton. I went in and first shot I hit him where he lifted his chin. I made him about 6 inches tall off at first shot. I'm like, yes, I just knew that was it. That was it for me. Like, as soon as after that first fight, I thought, yes, this is me. I'm going all the way to the top.
Just felt like home completely. Yeah.
And it's small, and I'm small in there, so I feel like I'm in a ring when I'm in there.
No, well, I mean, to be fair, mate, so your first appearance on Spartan then was the first Fight Fest, was it?
Yeah, I'm sure it was Fight Fest 1. I'm sure it was.
When was it, Nath? Was that back 2021? Was it 21?
20? Yeah, 21. I think it was. Yeah, 21.
Yeah. And mate, since then, obviously, you've not fucking looked back at it. You know, you've not looked back at all. Like,
no.
So really, it was by chance, really, that you'd sort of found your way to Spartan, and then, like, to be fair, like, you are like one of the mainstays of Spartan, one of the like proper OGs in there. Like, if you like now, you know, there's yourself, there's Anto, you know, there's a few of the of the Spartan lads who have been on that journey, if you like, as well, from lockdown and that. How was that for yourself, mate? Obviously, lockdown for a lot of people wasn't good, like, but in terms of like the box, obviously it's the way things happened and it's put you where you are now with Spartan, but obviously before that happened, you probably had a different path, thinking that it was going to go a certain way.
Yeah, well, obviously, I used to train at a gym before lockdown, and then when lockdown came, it was a good thing for me because it made me get my own gym in my back garden. I've got a big 16-foot by 8-foot shed in back garden, and I've turned it into a gym. I've got a full setup in there with like 5 bags in there, weights in there, everything. So yeah, it was a good thing for me what lockdown, and I thought, and I just train myself in my own garden now. I come home from working in my gym. So when I start a camp, I'll do 12-week camp, 12 weeks is train every single day. That 12 week and 2 week before fighting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, I mean, now obviously, like you say, you've got that luxury as well. Like, you've got full setup in your back, you know, at home as well. So you've got that to fall upon anytime you want, mate, haven't you? So
yeah, that's it.
Do you do any bits with other guys, Nath, as well? Any of the other Spartan lads?
Yeah, I've got a couple of lads who I train with. You know, Callum Sadler, he's another Spartan lad, British champion. Handed his belt over to go to world title shot, but he had a bit of family problems and had to stand down from title shot. But he's back on next show, again for British title. So he's gonna get that one, work his way back up. I train with him. Robbie Adamson, been going down, do a bit with Robbie Adamson in past. He used to fight for Spartan. He's got his own promotion now. Lee Paul, I don't know if you ever him. He used to fight for Spartan. He's another lad who I've trained with. So yeah, do bits and bats for everybody. I've been used to go floating around to a couple of gyms in Wakefield, sparring with some at gyms at ABA gyms around there. So yeah.
No, happy days. And I know, like, you know, you're as good as anybody. Like, obviously, I speak to Christian, I speak to a lot of the Spartan lads as well, and you're as good as anyone, mate. To sort of, how do you put it into your words? Like, it's like I say about this. There's these two families. There's the Spartan family, and then there's obviously, because it is something what a lot of promotions don't have. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
What's it mean to you, Nath?
Yeah, but you've got your Spartan family. It's obviously I've got my own family, which is my own wife, my own family. But we've got a Spartan family. We'll do all for anybody. It's like one of the lads will put something on his head's feeling, he's not feeling right in himself, and there'll be 30, 40 Spartan lads messaging him, or they'll go and jump in his inbox, and it's just small things like that. There's another, somewhat like Phil Hartley. I don't know if you've heard of him. You will have heard of Phil Hartley anyway. He's a good lad. He struggles himself daily, and it obviously provides for himself by selling stickers. Hashtag the Love Campaigner on Facebook, Instagram and stuff. You'll find him. But he won a competition the other day, £100, and he went bang, boom, straight sent it over to me to my daughter's fun. Like, you know, I'm like, man, the man's struggling and he's done that. That's just what Spartan family for you, you know. So
I've seen it, mate. I seen what Phil did, and like said, you know, it's something else, like, isn't he? To be fair,
he's a great bloke. He's a great bloke.
He's made different, you know.
Yeah,
he's made
definitely.
different, and it's nice, mate, to see like stuff, you know, where people rally together and help each other and help their own, and recognise as well, like, within that brotherhood of being there for each other through difficult times, mate. And you know, like you say, whether that's any of the lads on their own that are struggling, fighting their own demons, or whether it's when something happens, like you say, with yourself and your family, mate, where it's out of your hands, it's in God's control, you know. And so, I mean, Nath, obviously, it's been a really, really tough period for yourself, mate, and your family, with your daughter as well. Are you okay talking about what's gone on with Kelsey? And obviously, I know there's been some amazing news today that you can maybe share as well, bro.
Yeah, she's doing well as Kelsey. She's obviously she got diagnosed with leukemia just before. Well, I won a fight on 2nd of December. It had been 4 weeks before that, so I think end of October, beginning of November, we found out. So that's why I had to pull out of the 2nd of December fight. But she's absolutely smashing it. We found out today that there's no traces in her bone marrow or in her lumbar puncture what she had. It's just in her blood cells now. It's just a case of getting rid of it from her blood cells, and yeah, she's absolutely smashing it. Bless her.
Mate, so honestly, you know, from my own point of view, obviously, mate, big love for that. I'm so happy for you. Do you know what I mean? I know how important family is, mate, and I'm just made up for you. I hope you can all, you know, have a fantastic Christmas time together, and you know, make some great memories, mate. Which is what it's all about, you know.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
So with the fight that was postponed, Spartan Wars 16, I think it was 2nd of December, wasn't it? And you were going to be fighting Gilberto Aguilar, who's the Mexican, and I know, like, he's got a very good record himself in terms of Knuckle. And talk to me more about Nath as well before you get into that sort of matchup and this one coming over the line. About your own sort of record, mate, and so from like beginning of Fight Fest to obviously making your debut to obviously where you are now, because you are probably the most decorated Spartan fighter there is, and sort of that journey that you had, mate, including the sort of title fights and the weights where you're at now, and then the Gilberto, and then obviously I want to know about going into next year and what's coming as well, bro.
Yeah, well, when I first started at Spartan, I was fighting at 8 to 9 stone because I struggle to make 9 stone. My metabolism is rubbish. Like I said, I struggle to get to 9 stone to make these fights. So I was fighting at flyweight 8 to 9 stone. And it was hard to get me matched, man. I was matching up with people left, right, and centre, were pulling out, or they couldn't make weight, and they were like, look, you're going to have to go up a weight division. So I've gone up a weight division, and I went to 9 to 10 stone, which is strawweight. And all lads again, same again, it's hard to get me matched in there, but lads are coming down from up a weight above to come down and fight me. And I've got him there. I think first opponent was Steve Crampton. I finished him in first round. I fought a lad called Tintin second then. His name Tintin, Chris Fairclough. Good fight. Everybody says it's my best fight to date, but watch the fight back and it went on floor 4 or 5 times in first round. You get a 20 count in BKB, as you know. Work out how many seconds is that? He took 18 count every time. He's not been on floor for more than half at first round, you see. So it did go into the second round, but I think it went about 20 seconds into the second round and it was over. Got a medic stopped it. Third fight, I think, was for the British title against a lad called what was his name? Taylor. Summit Taylor, anyway, his name. I can't really remember his name. And did him in first round. I then went on to European against a lad called, I was meant to fight a Welsh lad from Wales. I can't remember his name, but he pulled out 3 days before the fight. So I ended up getting matched up with Andy Nunn for the European title. Did him again in first round, 30-40 seconds. I then fought for the world title. Fought a lad from London. I was meant to fight Gilberto's coach. Albeit I'm going to fight Gilberto's coach. But, you know, with Spartan, some fighters don't pay for the tickets, etc. So we couldn't afford to fly him over. So I didn't end up getting to fight him. I ended up fighting a lad from London who had a very, very good ABA background. Had quite a good background. He had a couple of fights in BKB, etc. Did him again in first round. So yeah, it seems to be that whoever they're getting put in front of me, we're not lasting a full round with me. I just want somebody there who's going to test me, get a couple of rounds, let people see. But I have got more. I can go. I can train. I can go for the full 5 rounds if I have to. But I know it's never ever going to go there. Same with Gilberto. He's not getting a full 5 rounds out of me. Not a chance. I don't get paid for overtime.
And what's your record, Nath, as it is, mate? What's your record?
I'm 7-0 in BKB. I've had 7 fights. I defended my British title against Tom Gallagher. In between that, in between the European title, I defended it against Tom Gallagher, and I beat him in first round as well. But yeah, I'm 7-0 in BKB.
7-0 is no fucking, like, not to be sniffed at all, mate. In bare knuckle boxing whatsoever, you know. I know, like, this Gilberto. What is Gilberto a similar record as well?
I don't know his record in BKB. I know he's had a few on BKFC, and I don't know how many he's won at BKFC. But I know his record's not that good in BKFC. I've seen him lose a couple of fights at BKFC. His Spartan record, he's only had 2 fights with Spartan. He come over and fought Robbie Adamson for the lightweight title. That were 5 brutal rounds. 5 brutal rounds of bare knuckle boxing in the pit. And Gilberto beat him. And when he come over and he fought Darnell John, and that was fought lightweight title and middleweight title. Same again. I think 5 rounds there. 5 very, very good rounds. He won it again. Gilberto took it. Very close decision, but he took it. Yeah. And he wanted to be a free weight champion, so he's dropped all the way down to strawweight to come and try to take my belt. Which so, he had to lose like 2 stone, nearly 2 stone he had to lose.
Really?
Yeah, which that's why he had to pull out of his last fight. He had to pull out on 2nd of December was getting matched with a lad called Derek Gates or something like that, an American from BKFC. Or Derek or whatever his name was. I'll send his thingy over to you. But I got matched with him anyway. But obviously I had to pull out.
Yeah, of course, mate. And in terms of obviously you've got this one, so it's going to be Spartan 17, isn't it? The Gilberto fight in the end is going to.
Yeah, it's fighting on the governor. It's actually the governor show where they're fighting for governor belt. Nate and Anto.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, they're co-main event there underneath me. So
Mate,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a cracker.
Monk's always main event when he's on.
Mate, there's some other guys as well, isn't there? I think coming back to Spartan. I know Mike Marshall. I think.
What a card! What a card he's producing.
Yeah, definitely. It's already, mate. It's already like fucking. We're not even out the year yet, and I'm already looking like thinking, right, we've got this coming January, February, do you know, March. It's like.
Can't wait
So it's going to be a big year, 2024, mate, for bare Knuckle.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt about it.
100%.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So for you then, Nath, going into obviously post the Gilberto fight, where do you see yourself going, mate? What's Nath Dixon's journey going to be in 2024?
Well, I want to be, obviously I'm beating Gilberto, and then I want to fight that American who I've just been on about, who he matched me up with. I want to fight him, then obviously I want to take, I'm Mexican and have an American. Once I beat them, then who else is left of me? There's nobody left in that division for me. We've got Spartan Wars Yorkshire, so might just concentrate on promoting, because fighting and promoting, it's hard, man. It's hard. Obviously, when you're fighting, you've got to concentrate on training and trying to run a show as well as fighting. I don't think it's going to work. So I reckon I've got a couple more fights. Unify my division. Show that I am the best, and I don't know. See what else can throw at me. I only want to fight big names. All these idiots, like obviously that any man fight, it was a total pointless fight. I gained absolutely nothing from fighting him. It was just to shut his mouth up. He'd been at it for 2-3 years, you know.
I was going to say, Nath, as well, mate, like for yourself, like you're in that position where obviously, you know, you get to a point where it's like, well, you can only fight what's there in front of you, can't you? And to be fair, like, I mean, Gilberto coming in from Mexico to come and fight you as the guy over in the States, because there isn't really that much that can be put in front of you to fight at the minute, is there?
No, that's it. That's I only want the big names. I don't want these good matches anymore. It's like there's another one, Michael Douglas, Deathman. He's starting to call me out. It's like he's absolute idiot, man. He got splattered by Shane Ferguson on 2nd of December in about 30 seconds or something like that. And it won't even last 5 seconds with me, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them, mate. I tell you what, though, Nath, talk to me more as well, mate, about like the ring wars and the Spartan and the promoting side. Is that something what you've got a passion for as well, mate?
Yeah, definitely. We had a show lined up, but then obviously I ended up I got matched with Gilberto, so we said we'll put the show off till next year, 2024, which we're going to do my show in February. But then obviously I pulled out at fight on 2nd of December, so I said I'm going to be fighting on March the 2nd now. So we'll put my show off again from February until after March. So first Ring Wars Yorkshire is going to be after I fought on 2nd of March. I want to push that.
Mate. And yeah, I know there's a lot happening like in Yorkshire. I mean, there's so much, and I mean like as well, like you go from the northeast especially down. There's like a wealth of talent and bare knuckle fighters. Like Yorkshire's just littered, isn't it? Really, with some tough fuckers about there. You know, some good fighters.
Toughest man about with Yorkshire, man.
Mate, there's some tough lads about, without a shadow. I mean, you've got like obviously with what they do, you've got BKB that have done great things down in London as well with the sport and bringing it to the people sort of forefront, if you like, with the production bits they do. But then you've also got like you say, you've got BKFC that's come across from the States. Obviously, they've been putting together some cracking cards and some great events as well. And you know, you've got Spartan 7 years. Spartan's been running now 7 years, and you know you've got Olympus, you've got YouTube Wars, you've got Rock Solid, you've got like Bad to the Bone, you've got so many fight companies and platforms coming together, which to me, is first and foremost just a fan of the sport, is just great news all round. You know, I think it's fantastic all round for people who, you know, whether that be going to events themselves, but being able to like get online and stream an event nowadays as well for a lot of people is a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It is.
What is it yourself, mate, with the sort of promotion side of it? Is it the obviously you've got like a wealth of contacts yourself in terms of the sport as well, and being a local Yorkshireman, it's going to be, you know, you're going to have a wealth of people there who you can pull up on as well, if you like, with your own events as well. What is it that you want to see then, Nath, with the platform in terms of the ring wars, like moving forward? Where do you want to see that get to?
I want it as big as BKB was, and obviously BKB did some very good shows. I want big, like, all big shows in big venues like that. I was never bothered about promoting, to be honest with you, just concentrating on fighting until Christian asked me. And then when he asked me, it was like, yeah, you know what, that's something I do want to do. So, and like I said, I just want to see it grow, get it as big as we can. But next year we'll have all platforms to fight on. We'll Spartan, so we'll have ring, we'll have cage, we'll have obviously Bales. There's nothing else. There'll be no other platform for anyone to fight in. But so all Spartan fighters have got all the platform there to fight on. There's no reason for them to go anywhere else.
Yeah, I know. A few weeks back, I did the podcast with Christian and Wayne, and like they were telling us like what you know what's coming in 2024 and the plans and that with the new bloods as well, bringing through the new bloods, and you know, because even that already, is it Jordan, the lad Jordan? I can't think of his second name.
Clements.
Yeah, like he's, you know, just seeing him as well, like he's got a decent future. Looking at him, and you know, you can see that there's some good lads coming through, mate.
Jordan's been around a while, to be honest with you. He's been, I think he might have even been on Spartan 2. Sure, he was one of the first shows. Jordan just went away for a little bit and then come back. But yeah, he's a good fighter. He's Jordan, a very good fighter.
He's still a young lad as well, though, isn't he?
I mean, in terms
of like, you know, with bare knuckle, and like you get a lot of fighters now as well that are going back from gloved fighting and taking the gloves off, you know, whether they become disillusioned with, you know, with the sport or whatever it be, and then getting into the bare knuckle as such. So like the longevity, if you like, for fighters nowadays within bare knuckles a lot longer than that of glove boxing, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I've said for a long time, I think 5-10 years bare knuckle will be bigger than boxing.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I know. Yeah, I do agree. I do, and I think if we have another year like we have this year, and it continues to grow the way that it has been doing, and the platforms keep improving. I mean, even, you know, going to the events and seeing how the events are picking up and improving little bits each and every time they're putting on a new event. It's just great to see, mate. You know, and
it is.
It's as well. I hope, like, what, you know, it's not always the way, like, but I hope that it gets to a point as well where 2024, a lot of the platforms are working together as well, a lot better and a lot more in terms of being able to promote the sport in the best way that it can be promoted, and because at the end of the day, you know, whether someone prefers the pit to the ring, or you know they want to fight in a kit, whatever it is, it's about promoting the sport in the best way possible. And I know like with Spartan, mate, as well, like their reputations, like it's unrivaled. You know, like 7 years, no bother, any event. It's you know, it's a family atmosphere as well, isn't it? That's very much what people someone who might not have been to a Spartan event before. It is very much like a family atmosphere, and everybody there that's involved, right? They've all got families and kids, and it's you know, it is a family atmosphere, 100%.
Yeah.
What's going to be big, mate? What's at the number one for you? Obviously, Gilberto, I can imagine just being first and foremost in the mind at the minute.
Yeah, once I beat Gilberto, I'm number one, mate. I no one can say shit. Once I beat him, that's it. There's doubts. People are he's had his belts handed to him, or he's fought him, but some of the people I thought have actually been good, talented boxers. I just make them look fucking silly in there, you know. But you can't. They're bringing boxers in to fight me in a pit, which I can box. I know you seen me at YouTube wars. I didn't look like a boxer there. I just went in for kill with any man. I told him from day one I'm not coming to box you. I didn't even train for him. I just went in for kill and got him out there in the first round, put him to sleep through ropes. But yeah. Once I know once I beat Gilberto, then that's it. I'm the number one, and no one can say shit.
What for yourself, Nath, as well? Because obviously, like with Spartan, the ring wars, and that's obviously going to be a new thing. As with the cage coming 2024, it just makes sense to tick more boxes, basically, in terms of the platform. So for you yourself, obviously, you've got like a bit of a boxing background as well. You said you went to the boxing clubs when you were younger and that. And got into it. Do you yourself prefer that? Do you like the technical side of the fight, or are you more like just prepared to discuss toe-to-toe exchanging?
Yeah, I just like standing and banging. I love the pit. Once I seen that pit, I said that's me all over. I never lost when I did ABA. I never lost a fight in ABA. I think in glove boxing I'm about 13, 14 and 0, something like that. And same again there. I fought really talented boxers. Some of the lads I fought and beat turned pro boxers now, you know, and I fought them and beat them. But I was never a technical boxer. It was just my heart bet them. You know, I just kept coming forward. They could hit me whatever I want, and I just walk through them and just keep coming and keep throwing at them. So once I seen this pit, the Spartan pit, I was like, that's me all over. I said, I can be a champion in that. And I told my cousin, I says to him, I said, you watch. He said, I'll be there. And I said, I'll have one of them belts around my waist.
Out of interest, just like you said originally, was it was it your cousin that you said originally had the fight, and then you were going along with him to the first event?
My cousin got matched up, and my cousin tried to get matched up and said he was matched up, so I paid for a ticket and said, "Come on, where's my ticket?" He's like, "Oh, they haven't sent me, I haven't been matched." I'm like, "Well, you know," I said, "Watch, they can't match me up." He's saying they can't match me up. I said, "I'll show you how to get matched," and that's when I put a status on saying any 8.5 stone warriors want to fight me. People were saying, "Oh, my gloves weigh more than you, my dick's bigger than you, blah blah blah." And I just said, "Listen," I said, "Watch when I come in." I said, "And I'll show you." I said, "I'll fucking show you." So anyway, I got him here, and look where I am today. Kept to my word anyway, didn't I?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of talk about fucking weight and size and this and that and all the rest of it, but fucking tough men are tough men, and who come in all fucking shapes and sizes. Do you get me? And that's it. Like that, you know. There's no simpler than that. And it's like you say, you've fought enough men that are a lot bigger and uglier than you are, and whatever else. And you know, but it's about doing what you do, mate. And it's you're a professional man. You go about your business well. Like you say, you want to get in there, you get your job done, and you get home to your family, and that's what it's about, mate. And like you say, you're there, and any man who's going to be prepared to show themselves, then, but it needs to be worth your while as well, doesn't it? That's the point.
Yeah, that's it. Like I say, I don't need to go around doing all these good matches anymore. I've already proven what I am and what I can do, so I don't need to have these good matches. If there's no online for me to fight, then what's the point in me doing it? Unless they're paying me well. If they either pay me good money or there's a belt involved, then I'm not bothered. And obviously Christian's got to agree to it to fight as well for me to fight. Obviously,
and it does. Sorry, Nath. It does seem one of them as well, mate. Where, like I said earlier, you've got Gilberto Mexico. There's this American guy in the pipeline as well. It does seem that for it to be worth your while, mate, the chances are that it's going to be coming from overseas anyway.
That's it
for yourself. But I tell you what, though, bro, like what is blessed. I'm really happy that you could get this over the line for the next Spartan, mate, with Gilberto, because I know obviously it's something that you've wanted yourself for some time now anyway.
Mate, just hopefully he stayed on track with losing back weight slowly, rather than trying to rush it off.
Yeah, I mean, I think Christian will, but I think he probably will be, mate.
Yeah, he's a professional fighter anyway. He's not daft. He knows what he's doing, doesn't
he? Yeah, but no, it's going to be one of them. I'm going to absolutely make sure that I'm going to be across there for that one. Like, I missed out on the last one,
not to be missed.
No, mate,
I didn't get to last show either.
No, well, mate, it's just one of them. I mean, my problem was I'd got my lad that weekend, but I'd had him when BKFC came round. I'd gone to BKFC, so I'd missed that bit of time with him on the night. And then he'd said, like, I said, do you want to come to Spartan? He said, can we just have time, just us? So it's not even...
kids first anyway, always.
Yeah, mate, 100%. Yeah, 100%. But no, he'll be looking forward to getting to some events next year himself. Bless him.
Good lad.
And can't have no better events than Spartan, mate, either, and to have kids at as well. So, mate, what I want to say first and foremost is, again, it's huge news in regards to Kelsey, mate. And honestly, I've seen on Facebook earlier, bro, and that's a real blessing. And obviously there's still ongoing things and but she comes from good fighting DNA, bro. So
that's it.
There's 100%, and as always, mate, much love to you. Really appreciate getting you being able to come on, mate, as well, and share a bit of time as well, bro. And always, as always, Nath, I look forward to seeing you at the next event, mate. Yourself.
Yes.
And mate, have a blessed Christmas with your family. Best
wishes to
yourself. All your family, bro.
Thank you.
Enjoy it, mate, and it's all about making memories. And
that's the one, my mum.
And
it's been an absolute pleasure.
Nath, always, mate. Well, keep in touch anyway.
Can I just give a quick shout out to a few sponsors, buddy, as well before we go?
Hugely, please do, mate. Yeah.
So we've got. I want to just say thank you to all my sponsors. R&R Scaffold. Precision UPVC. We're all on Facebook, and N&M Waste Recycle. They're all my sponsors for my next fight. So I'd just like to give them a quick shout out as well. And West Yorkshire Division as well. We know who we are, boys. Bob, Chris Higgins, all them. Callum Sadler. We're coming. We've got a few lads out on us next show. So watch out for West Yorkshire Division. Hey, Team Wakefield.
Respect, mate. Nah, but love that, Nath. And obviously goes without saying, mate. To just have a blessed Christmas, mate. Hope 2024 is a great one, man, for you and your family too, bro. And as always, mate, big love for you and Spartan all the time, man.
That's it, man. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.